We just made better money than killing Zulrah flipping. Just standing at a grain exchange, which is incredible. Do you like free money? Of course you do. Go ahead and join my Discord. Once you reach level 5, you'll have access to the giveaway channel, where I'll randomly be doing giveaways. Link is in the description below. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Kyang. And today we're going to be flipping with 50 mil in 1 hour. Let's see how much profit we can make. I'm thinking once you hit 50 mil, flipping is one of the best money makers in the game. I'm pretty sure it is. But for the people that don't believe me, this video is going to prove you wrong. I hope, at least. Hopefully margins are good. If you're new to flipping, this is all flipping is pretty much. You buy an item instantly, then you sell it back instantly. Whatever it buys and sells for, that's called a margin. You want to buy low in that margin, and then you want to sell for high. Flipping is pretty much a patience game for the people that can wait on the grand exchange for a couple minutes and really get item for lower than what it's worth and sell it back. The first item that we're going to attempt at flipping is going to be Adamant Bolts. In this situation, they had a 250k margin, which is amazing. Usually the margin is anywhere between, I want to say like 50k to, I've seen 500k before. They always have a pretty good margin, more or less. You can flip 8 every 4 hours, and they are one of my favorite flips in the game. Honestly, once you get bigger cash stack and you can flip all 8 in a sitting, it really is worth it. They usually always have great margins, and they buy and sell pretty fast. For a filler flip, we also use Cannonballs. Cannonballs, again, are one of my favorite filler flips. I always recommend you should flip them while you're flipping something else, no matter what you're doing. When you hit 50 mil, honestly, you don't want to spend so much money, like side money, into these filler flips. You want to focus on like these big items that you can only flip like 8 every 4 hours, because once you hit that point, the real margin is going to come from the items you can only flip 8 from. You're not really going to make as good of money flipping, say, 7,000 Cannonballs, say 10,000 bolts, whatever, because that's just not how things work. So once you get this amount of money, you definitely want to focus more on 8 items. If you don't know, these items that you can only buy 8 every 4 hours, they tend to take longer than the bulk item flips that a lot of people do, because there's a lot less of them coming into the game. The bulk items are obviously faster, but you make less profit. So the second item that we're going to use for a filler flip are going to be Zulrah scales. If you're new to the channel, I personally love Zulrah scales. No matter if they have a 1 GP margin to a 10 GP margin, I think they're amazing, because you can buy 30,000 every 4 hours, which really makes it, to me, worth it. Because 30k, and even if it's 1 GP margin and you make 30k, that's still 30k in like 2 minutes, which is stupid fast. So the filler flip I really love. It's really dear to my heart. I always do them, no matter if I have a 10 mil cash stack to a 500 mil cash stack. I always suggest you flipping Zulrah scales whenever you have like spare money lying around. The next item that we're gonna go ahead and try and flip are gonna be Amulet Furies. Amulet Furies are a great flip in my opinion. You can buy 8 every 4 hours. They usually have anywhere between a 10k to a 50k margin, which is pretty good. They also buy super fast. Usually if you hit the margin right, they buy within 3 minutes, which is incredible for something you could potentially make 300k off of. After Amulet Furies we also went ahead and bought some Adamant Bolts for our filler flips. I honestly love bolts to use as filler flips, no matter how much GP they have, because everybody uses them for rune crossbows, dragon crossbows, ACBs. They're usually a very high in demand item. After the Adamant Bolts sold, we went ahead and aborted everything that was still in the process of buying, because again, you have 50 mil. You want to focus on items that have 8. That's the main thing you want to focus on, and you want to focus on big margins. With that being said, we went ahead and checked the margin for Bandos God Swords, and surprisingly, they were trash. So after we went ahead and checked the Bandos God Swords, we also checked Armadillo God Sword, which was better, and we went ahead and put an offer in for 3, which is all we could buy at the time. Usually, both God Swords are great flips that I would suggest doing. They buy and sell super fast. Unfortunately, however, they only had about a 10 to 20k margin while I was recording for this video. The best I've seen on both those God Swords would probably be about 300k, which means you could potentially make 2 mil pretty fast if you flip all 8 in 4 hours. God Swords, an 8 item that I love to flip personally. Every single time I log on, I probably flip all 4 God Swords, just because they are one of the most high in demand weapons in this game. We also went ahead and put offer in for Series rings. Again, you guys know I love the DK rings, man. Honestly, warrior rings I really wouldn't mess with once you have this amount of cash stack, but the Series ring, the Berserker rings, the Archer rings, great things you should consistently flip no matter what your cash stack is at. Next, we're gonna go into Bandos chest plates. One of my favorite items to flip because they usually have anywhere between a 10 to about 250k margin, which is great. You can flip 8 every 4 hours and they buy and sell super quick, probably because they are one of the best chest plates in the game. We also did a couple of filler items. We did rune darts and blood runes, which I've talked about in the past. Really, pretty much darts, an amazing filler item. Blood runes, just as good. Not too much to really speak about there, but you already see the Bendel's chest plates are buying super fast and they sold just as fast. Honestly, a great item to flip. So we talked about these when I was flipping the Sears rings, but Berserker rings, a great flip. You can flip 8 every 4 hours. Super great margin, super quick flip. Don't really need to go too much into the detail. After sitting on these Berserker rings, thinking, what should I flip next? I decided to flip some Amulet Torches. You can flip 8 every 4 hours, and they are the best amulet you can flip in this game. Hands down, their margin is ridiculous. Before, in the flip to a 25 mil, we got 300k margin. Flipping privately, I probably got like a 500k margin flipping these before. It is honestly one of my favorite flips in the game. We also tried to do a filler flip of some burnt pages. It didn't go so well. None of them bought. Honestly, these Amulet Torches didn't really buy. I was scared for a second, so I almost aborted it, but like right when I went to abort it, they actually sold. So that just goes to show that you really gotta have patience when you're flipping. Don't be too rash, even if you are doing a what to flip with 50 mil in 1 hour and you need all the time you can get. But yeah, honestly, just have patience. The margins will eventually work in your favor. They will eventually come through. Don't sell too early. Don't change the margin too quick, because eventually you are gonna hit the margin rate and you will be good. Yes, I went back. I checked the margin on Bendel's God Swords again. They actually did pretty well this time. I'm happy. I decided to go ahead and flip them. I was also doing magic logs for my filler flip with the Amulet Torches, which is a great filler flip if you aren't flipping them. Yeah, the Bendel's God Swords, 8 every 4 hours, great flip. So all BS aside, because I hate BSing y'all, I was scared, okay? It was about 15 minutes left. I had, as you see, Archer's rings in, terrible margins, they didn't even buy trash. I had some Bendel's God Swords in, I was like, yo, I only got 15 minutes, what should I do? Well, I remember my Discord has been popping like heavily with these Vigorous chain maces. We've been flipping them, and yo, there is some amazing profit flipping these Vigorous chain maces. So I went ahead, checked the margin, it was amazing. Like, amazing. It wasn't the best I've seen, but it was pretty great margin. You can flip 8 every 4 hours. And the Discord, we've seen some margins that's up to 500k on these chain maces. Again, great item to flip. We also put in a filler flip for Raynor seeds. I personally like to do high level seeds because they buy and sell super quick, and sometimes they have a 1k margin. You can flip 200 every 4 hours, which is great. And yeah, these Vigorous chain maces, if they sell, they should give us back an amazing profit. So we got about 2 minutes left. The Vigorous chain maces started selling, and I'm like, oh, I can put another offer for something. What should it be? What should it be? I chose dark bows. Dark bows are a great flip. You can flip 8 every 4 hours. They're always bought and sold because of PKers, and right now they had a great margin of about 40k. Usually this is about the higher end of their margin. The lower end I've seen about 5k, but yeah, 8 every 4 hours. Dark bows are a great flip. The hour was just finishing up right now. The dark bow literally sold right when the hour was finished. The Vigorous chain maces, I'm gonna leave them in for a little bit longer. I'm gonna drop their margin a little bit too and see if they can sell within about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes is up, the Vigorous chain maces have sold. Let's go ahead and examine our cash stack, see how much we made. We made 2.4 mil in an hour, which is incredible. I think that's actually, one second, let me Google this. Let me go ahead and click on the first link. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Let's see, 2.4. Wow, it is. We just made better money than killing Zulrah flipping. Just standing at a grain exchange, which is incredible. So yeah, we just made better money flipping than you could at a money snake, which is very click intensive, you gotta pay attention. It's incredible. Flipping is an amazing money maker. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and leave me a like. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and join my Discord. We really do be talking. You know, it's always popping, giving you great suggestions with some pretty great flippers. Other than that, it's your boy King, and I'm out. Peace.